One thing about me is if I have a desire, it's not every day that you just wake up with a desire that says, I want to study and I want to take exams and I just want to get licensed. But sometimes I actually have those thoughts. I am a student of life. When I first became an investor, I'll tell you the truth, I wasn't interested in becoming a loan originator. I wasn't even interested in getting my realtor license, to be completely honest with you. I was really only interested in becoming an investor. What's up, everyone, and welcome to Real Talk with Olamide, where we talk about all things real estate. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Olamide Kayode, and I am a real estate investor, as well as a licensed realtor and a licensed loan originator. So today I'm going to be talking about why as an investor did I end up getting my loan origination license. Here's one thing about me. I am a student of life. I love to learn. And one thing about me is that when I first became an investor, I'll tell you the truth, I wasn't interested in becoming a loan originator. I wasn't even interested in getting my realtor license, to be completely honest with you. I was really only interested in becoming an investor. I like to call myself an investor that just happens to be licensed in both of these areas. But first and foremost, I am an investor. And that is why I got into real estate in the first place. And that is definitely my top priority. So I say all these things to say is that as I was continuing my journey, I first bought and sold a house without having any licenses. Then eventually I got my realtor license. And then after that, I ended up getting my loan origination license. And so, one question is, well, are you allowed to have both? Well, of course, clearly I have both. So that means you're allowed to. You're at least allowed to have it in the state of Texas. In the state of Texas, there's something about being a dual license owner, and that is what I am. I have 2 licenses. I am both a realtor as well as a loan originator. Some states don't allow you to do both. So it really just depends on where you are. You can easily do your research. You can ask the groups that help you to get licensed. You can just let them know, hey, if you're interested in getting your loan origination license, they'll be able to tell you if you can carry that license while also getting your realtor license, depending on your state, if that is something that you're interested in. One thing about me is if I have a desire, it's not every day that you just wake up with a desire that says, I want to study and I want to take exams and I just want to get licensed. But sometimes I actually have those thoughts, and I'll give you an example. So I actually went to UT Austin. That's where I got my bachelor's in finance. And I told myself, after I graduated from UT, I told myself I was never going back to school. Now, months later, I moved to Detroit. I started working for General Motors. And while I was there, I was like, just a thought came to me. Hey, you're here in Detroit. I mean, honestly, I was a little bit bored because I didn't know too many people. I was like, hey, why don't you just go ahead and get your master's degree? Now, when I graduated from UT, I had told myself that I was never going to get any type of degree again, and I hated school. But for some reason, I was just like, hey, it's on my mind. I have the time. I told myself that if I ever had a desire to do something to just improve on myself and I had the time to do it, I wasn't gonna waste those opportunities. So I just said, you know what, let me just knock it out and get it done. So years later, one of my favorite strategies when it comes to being an investor is owner financing. And there's something called a registered mortgage loan originator, which is technically what I am, but there are actually certain ones that focus on seller financing. So generally, loan originators are getting loans with like established banks, whether it's a Bank of America, Bank of Wells Fargo, Independent Financial, all these different banks, okay? There are a whole bunch of banks out there. And most times they use loan originators to be able to originate loans. Now, when a homeowner wants to seller finance a house without a bank, and I talk about owner financing in other videos, so I'll leave a link if you want to know kind of what owner financing is. But there are specific types of loan originators that can actually originate loans for people that are looking to actually sell their house and finance that sale themselves. And so because that was my favorite investing strategy, I wanted to learn more. I really wanted to understand loan origination. I wanted to understand the rules. I wanted to understand all that stuff. I was just greedy for knowledge. And so because I had that desire, I just knew in that moment that I had to do it then, because probably if I would have waited 6 months or the next year, I probably would have had something else on my mind. So anytime I have curiosity to learn something, I take advantage of that, and I'm just like, let me just go out and get this license. Let me just go out and learn. And because of that, that's what's allowed me to have my MBA, and capitalizing on those moments that I'm curious. That is what led me and motivated me and energized me to go ahead and just stack these licenses. The more that I learn, the more I'm able to equip myself with knowledge, and also to educate others about being a real estate investor and just being a real estate professional as a whole. I hope you learned something new. My name is Olamide. Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk with Olamide, where we talk about all things real estate. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section and also in the description below. There are so many different ways to get in contact with me, so don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you, take care, and God bless.